Hello everyone, today we'll be doing the daily integral for January 6th. So this is the medium integral for today. So let's see how we're going to do this. Take a minute and try it out for yourself. Now we'll continue. So arctan here is going to suggest us that we should try an integration by parts. And so that's what we're going to do. So we'll let u be arctan of 1 minus x squared over 2x. Okay, now our dv will be 1 minus 1 over x squared dx. Okay, so first let's go to the side and get what our du is going to be. That seems to be a pretty long thing. So let's move down here. Du will have 1 over 1 plus everything inside squared, right, times the derivative, because we need to use the chain rule. And since we use the chain rule, we'll take the derivative, and here we go. And that's a very bad 2. Let's rewrite that 2. Let's rewrite that 2. Not much better, but okay, we'll continue. So, now to take this derivative, well, let's come to the side, take this derivative. That's the derivative of, well, 1 over 2x minus x squared over 2x. Well, that is minus x over 2. Okay, 1 over 2x. Okay, so let's see what this is going to be. Negative 1 over 2x squared minus 1 over 2. And just because we can, let's just factor out the negative 1/2. Then we'll have 1 over x squared plus 1. And so we have this. We can replace that here. Now we can just add in what we have. So negative 1 over 2 times 1 plus 1 over x squared. Okay, notice I'm omitting the dx because we'll have a lot of simplifying for this, and I'll omit the dx until we reach the end. So now, this looks really messy. So we'll first simplify this part now. So we can multiply this whole thing on both sides by 2x squared. That's the same as 4x squared. So we'll do that. On both sides by 4x squared plus 1 minus x squared minus, all of this times minus 1 over 2, 1 plus 1 over x squared. Let's continue. This minus 1/2, just to get rid of this, let's just multiply it out into the numerator, minus 2x squared. Now this denominator, this is going to be x to the 4th plus 2x squared. Okay, let's fully write this out. X to the 4th minus 2x squared plus 4x squared plus 1. And now we have all this times 1 plus 1 over x squared. So we have now negative 2x squared, x to the 4th plus 2x squared plus 1. And now let's rewrite this as well. So we multiply by x squared over x squared. So we'll have x squared plus 1 over x squared. Notice these x squareds cancel. So we have negative 2 times x squared plus 1 over, notice that the denominator is just x squared plus 1 squared. So now we have negative 2 over x squared plus 1. And now we'll add the dx. So that gives us a very, very simple fraction to work with compared to this ugly thing we had much before. So now let's remove this. negative 2 over x squared plus 1 dx. Okay, now we'll get our v. Our v is going to be much easier to find. We just have to take the integral of this. So, the integral of 1 x, the integral of negative 1 over x squared, that's plus 1 over x. And now we have set up our integration by parts. So now let's write it out. Just to keep it neat, let's let that be equal to I. And we'll have I is now equal to uv. Let's add an x plus 1 over x in front. uv from, and let's not forget the bounds, minus the integral of v du. Oops, that's correct. Times x plus 1 over x dx. Great. Okay. So let's call this. Let's first simplify this part right here. Okay. We're gonna have root 3 plus 1 over root 3 arctan of, okay, let's do some mental math here. 1 minus 3 over 2 root 3. That's going to be negative 2 over 2 root 3, negative 1 over root 3. Okay, now let's be strategic here. If we plug in 1, we're going to have arctan of 1 minus 1 squared. That's going to become 0, because we have 0 over 2, which is just 0. Arctan of 0 is 0. That means this term will just become 0. So we can just write 0 directly. We will not have to work anything with that. Now let's simplify this. So we have, we'll do 3 plus 1 over root 3. Arctan of negative 1 over root 3, well, that's negative pi over 6. This becomes 2 pi 3 root 3 negative. Okay, so now that we have that, we can come down. We can come down here and write I is equal to negative 2 pi over 3 root 3, okay, minus the integral of 1 root 3 of negative 2 over x squared plus 1 times x plus 1 over x dx. Okay, now we just need to solve this second integral. So, again, we have negative 2 here, right? We'll start by simplifying that. So we'll have negative 12 pi 3 root 3 plus 2, 1 root 3, and we'll take out the x from here, and you'll see why I do that. Right, I just factored out the x on the bottom in dx. Notice that the x plus 1 over x and x plus 1 over x cancel now. So we now will have plus 2, the integral from 1 to root 3 from 1 over x dx. Great. This is just natural log of x. We know what this is. This is going to be negative 2 pi over 3 root 3 ln plus ln of x, 2 ln of x from 1 to root 3, negative 2 pi over 3 root 3 plus 2 ln root 3 minus 2 ln of 1, well, that's a 0. So here we go. We have our answer. Negative 2 pi over 3 root 3 plus 2 ln of root 3. We can simplify this a little bit more. We could take out, okay, let's simplify this a little bit more. Just since we can. This is the same as 3 to the 1/2. So we can take that out and make this plus ln 3. Now we can say that this is enough. We could rationalize it, however, it doesn't seem worth doing anymore. Let's now see actually what the answer is. In terms of decimals, of course. We already have the answer, so our answer is negative 0.11. This is negative 0.11. Approximately. Very nice.